All right, Shalom. For the first, I'm going to give our praise, glory, and honor to By Day Ahchyam, By Ahchyam, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and to Ahchyam, quite the globe, pushing the word truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom. This is By Day Ahchyam from the Great Millstone camp of Chicago with a quick hit. All right, this is something been on my mind today, kind of heavy a little bit, about worrying about the next day. And I remember a video our brother did a couple years ago. I'm gonna say pre-COVID. I remember watching it when I was at my other job at Amazon, whatever. But he said, why do we fear? Why do we fear things and worry about things that hasn't happened? I've been trying to find that video. I couldn't find it, but it was an excellent video. And we were worried about things that may or may not happen. And he had used a couple of examples, and one was, let me put it like this. I'll put it in this term. You're worried about things that haven't happened yet. So therefore you start putting your mind to those things. Matter of fact, hold on. Salakia. All right, just talking about some heaviness. I had to write this down because I only had two scriptures, but through the Spirit may the Lord feed me more. And what the point being to this lesson and to this topic is about one day at a time. All right, don't worry about what tomorrow is going to bring. All right, we don't worry about things that are down the road, about what may or may not happen. Okay, we're gonna take the alcoholics approach, so to speak, the AA approach, and one day at a time. All right, we're not gonna worry about tomorrow's problems because we don't know what tomorrow's problems are. All right, and us being men of the Lord, all right, we got to worry about the now. Okay, what are we doing now? What can we do now to make ourselves and do things righteously in the eyes of the Lord? All right, and let the Lord worry about the things of tomorrow. All right, a lot of us go, and we're concerned about, an answer or a decision that's being made by people or by people in our lives who may hold some power. And I mean that as in like your bosses at work. You may have gotten a write-up, all right, and you're worried about what the decision is going to be. You may have some things going on in your life and you're waiting for the outcome, but don't worry about it. Say cast it, man. Cast care, Salaki, the Lord Ra. You feed me, man, to water out, because sometimes you be thinking that the Lord ain't dealing with you and you ain't in the spirit. But a lot of times you just got to turn the camera on, man, and trust in the Lord. All right, but the point being is that we're not to be worried about tomorrow, man. All right? The Lord says what? In Job it says, when deep sleep fall upon man, all right, it's like he instills his instruction. All right, so no matter what you think that you're going to, matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Let's get that real quick. This is Job 33 and 14. For the Most High speaketh once, yea twice, yet man perceiveth it not. All right, because the Lord can speak to you and you wouldn't even understand or wouldn't even know the voice of the Lord. All right, and there's all, and what's been taught to me and reiterated throughout the years is that the Spirit will never tell you to do nothing wrong. So we got to adhere to to the voice of the Lord, get in tune with the voice of the Lord. So when you hear a voice, you can recognize it, all right, and take heed. In a dream, in a vision of night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon his bed, then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose, and hide pride from man. All right? I brought that out because, you may be worried about something going to happen tomorrow, and you may be planning, all right, how you're going to circumvent it, how you're going to deal with it. All right? You see, like, okay, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to do this and that because I know X, Y, and Z happened today. So tomorrow I got to face it. But the Lord will have you go a whole different way the next morning. All right? And the way he have you go is the answer to your problems. All right? Because if you go the way that you wanted to do it, it may not turn out the way that you turn out in a way that's favorable unto you. All right, that's why, when we say Lord's will, let's get that real quick. I'm gonna come back. Hold on, open up another tab. Let me see. James 4:15, for that ye ought to, let me see. James 4:13, it says, Go to now, ye that say today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get gain. Whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow, for what is your life? It is even a vapor that appeareth for a little time and that then vanisheth away. All right, so we can't be so proud to think that we're gonna do every idea and thought, okay, that come into our mind, which leads to no free will because, and here's something that you ask people when they say their free will. All right, does a person wake up in the morning and say, I'm gonna get hit by a semi truck, or I'm gonna go outside and I'm tomorrow and I'm gonna fall into my ice and break my ankle? Nobody goes through life like that. You see, there is no free will. Nobody goes into life thinking that I'm gonna get hurt today, I'm gonna die today, I'm gonna get shot in my arm today, my wife is gonna leave me today, I'm gonna get fired today. You see? So we can't be so proud into thinking that we're in control of our lives and when we're not. Verse 15, for that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that. All right? So it's we gotta say Lord willing. All right, Lord willing, I'm able to overcome this. Lord willing, I'll be able to go pick up my daughter from school. Lord willing, I'll be able to go pick up a brother, or Lord willing, I'll be able to do this or that. You see, it's not about you. All right, every day is going to be different. Every day the Lord has something particularly planned for you. All right, there's been a lot of times where we wake up. All right, and be like, okay, well, we go to bed like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. Well, when you get up and try to start your car won't start. Or you wake up and your daughter or your son got the sniffles and you got to take them to the emergency room or whatever. You see? So our life is nothing but a passing moment. All right? That the Lord, Ahchyam is in control of. All right? So we got to be very mindful of our pride in thinking that we're going to be able to do the things that we desire. All right? There's Job 33:15 that says, start at 16. It says, then he openeth the mouth or the ears of men instead of their instruction. So when you sleep, all right, when you're dreaming at night, the Lord has angels or the Spirit speaks into you subconsciously to let you know what you're going to do for the next day. All right? You see? This is how we know there is no free will. All right? Because that next day you get up, you may get outside and it may be a blizzard and now you're snowed in. You see? Then he opens up the ears of men instead of their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. That's why we read in that James. It said, "Say the Lord will, that we may do such and such." All right, because you don't know what the will of the Lord is for you the next day. Okay, and then take a step further. I'd like to say this: is that how you know what the will of the Lord is? Well, when you go home late at night, you're in for the night. You go to sleep. Whatever has been done during that day was the will of the Lord. You see? So whatever happened to you during your day, the time you woke up in the morning to the time you went to sleep, whenever you do, all right, that was the will of the Lord. All right? That he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. All right? Because if we were able to do everything we wanted to do, then we would not need the Lord. All right? Jake, man, they're already prideful enough. All right? I built this empire. I did this, I did that. All right? We're not giving credit to the Lord, but the Lord gave you the Spirit to do those things. All right? Which is part of the Lord's will to accomplish you having a $1 million business, a happy house and wife and accolades and things of that nature. All right? Verse 18, he keepeth back his soul from the pit and the life from perishing by the sword. Right? Because sometimes when you make, because sometimes when you're self-willed, all right, you can lead yourself down a path of destruction. There's a reason why you got that flat tire. All right, there's a reason why the Lord told you to go left instead of right. All right, it may be, something that may have been detrimental to your life that you may have not seen, that the Lord prevented you from going that way to spare you. You see? So to be very careful about how we think and go about our daily lives, man. All right? It's one day at a time. All right? It says, Matthew, I'm back in Matthew 6:28. I'm going to get to the point. I'm going to get too long. So I'm going to start at 31. Matthew 6:31. Therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek, for your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things. See, the Lord knows what you have need of, man. Are you stressing about tomorrow about food? You're stressing tomorrow about gas money. Stressing about tomorrow about how you're going to get to work and the other trivial things, right? Not knowing that the Lord feeds the roaches. He feeds the rats. Yeah, the Lord's taking care of Esau. So how much more is he going to take care of you as as Matthew 6, clearly breaks it down, but for the sake of time, we're just going to get through the point. Verse 33, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Take therefore no thought for the morrow. All right, don't worry about tomorrow. For the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. All right, tomorrow's going to be tomorrow. You can't change tomorrow. All right, we can't change what's going to happen tomorrow. All right, you got brothers who one day they be straight, the next day they didn't walk away from the camp. You see? Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof, man. All right? We're getting a New Living Translation. It says, so don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today, man. Get through the day. Get through the day. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't even think about tomorrow. All right? Because your day is not over with. Worry about what's going on today. Worry about what you have on your plate right now to eat. Okay? We haven't even eaten everything on our plate, and we're worried about tomorrow's meal. You see? Take this thing one day at a time. All right? Each day we wake up, we have another day to serve the Lord and to get things right. All right? Don't worry about tomorrow, man. The Lord is going to take care of tomorrow for us, man. All right? There's enough problems navigating through the battlements of the city, man. Walking in the midst of the peril of our overthrow. You see? These things are what's going on daily. All right? So don't worry about what tomorrow got going on, man. Because you don't know what tomorrow's got going on. All right? He said, Lord, of a sudden, there's nothing for the Lord of a sudden to make a poor man rich. You see? The Lord have put a spirit on you to go buy a $1 scratch off and you win $100. All right, now you got groceries, now you got your bus card, now you got a couple of bucks to do whatever, man. You see? But worry about what's going on today. Don't worry about the problems of tomorrow, man. All right? Let me see. I know what's in here. This I'm gonna go to the other one. I want to see something. Right, this is Sirach 30 and 20 and 21. So give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself with thine own counsel, man. See, we're worried about problems that, okay, you know you got bills due. You know you got things that may be past due. All right? But the Lord's going to take care of it, man. All right? I personally, as a witness to a lot of things financially, not only with myself, all right, but with the brothers that the Lord just took it away. You see? And you're worried about evictions. You're worried about shit getting turned off. You're worried about how you're going to make ends meet. Well, trust in the Lord. We are worried about things that hasn't even happened yet. Or ye of little faith, man. You see? All right? So get up over thy mind to heaviness and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel, man. Don't be worrying yourself to death, man, about the things that you don't have or the things that maybe lying ahead, man. Because we don't know the mind of the Lord, man. You see? All right? First Peter 5 and 7 and 6, it says, humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time. Casting all your care upon him, for he cares for you, man. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to cast our cares, our burdens, our heaviness upon the Lord, man. All right? Let him worry about it. Our job is to serve the Lord and to trust in him. All right? And with that being said, don't worry about tomorrow's problems because you don't know what tomorrow's problems are. We create problems, all right? We create worrying because you know, we have a little bit of doubt. You see? All right? The things that burden you the most, man, give it to the Lord, man. All right? Yeah, you might not have the things you want today, but tomorrow's a different day. All right, today's gonna be, tomorrow's gonna be today's. Tomorrow's gonna be today. If you can receive it, who knows what the Lord's gonna put on your plate tomorrow? You see? All right, but let's worry about getting through the day, one day at a time. All right. This is let's see. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna end it on this. Philippians 4:6 said, "Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto the Most High." All right? When you go to the New Living Translation, it says, "Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell the Most High what you need and thank him for all he has done, man." All right? We worrying about things that ain't even here yet. How am I going to do this? How am I going to get through that? Well, that day ain't even coming. You talking about some stuff that happened, that's 10 days down the road, a month down the road. You see? How about praying to the Lord and trusting in the Lord that he's going to make things right for you? And if he doesn't, hey, you got to weather the storm and go through it because he ain't going to put more on you than you can bear, man. You see? But we got to pray to the Lord or don't worry about it. All right? Cast your cares upon the Lord. Don't worry about tomorrow's dinner, man. All right? Don't worry about tomorrow's problems, man. You got problems today. You gonna add more problems to you about tomorrow? You see? Don't worry about nothing, Ahchyam, man. Day by day, man. So with that, I'm going to say, call Allah, Yahweh Shemiah Shai. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Till next time, Shalom and Abba Ball.